Student, welcome in today's lecture. In this lecture, we will see the last part from this topic, that is regulation of gene expression. Okay, regulation of gene expression. So this is the regulation of gene expression. See, what is meant by the regulation of gene expression. But before that, we will see what are these two words. The regulation and gene expression means what is the gene regulation and gene expression. So this gene regulation, okay, gene regulation and the gene expression, these are the two terms, okay. And in this, the gene expression, gene express in the sense where the genes are situated. The genes are situated over the DNA strand, and they are having the several nucleotide in length. Okay, that means we have defined in previous lecture what is the gene. Gene means it is the segment of DNA, or it is a piece of DNA, or that piece or segment. It is formed from the certain pair of the nucleotide sequence. Okay, means the certain number of the nucleotide sequence they forms the one gene. So what is the gene expression? This first one, the gene expression. What is the gene expression? Gene expression, okay, means gene they express through the polypeptide synthesis. Okay, polypeptide synthesis, it is called as a gene expression. Okay, gene expression means you know that suppose this is the DNA, okay, DNA, and what they form first, the DNA, they synthesize the mRNA, okay, you know that, and the nucleotide sequence of the mRNA, we have to say the codon sequence of mRNA. By using the codon sequence of mRNA, what is synthesized in the cell cytosol, there will be a synthesis of the protein. So formation of protein from that DNA segment, it is called as a gene expression. Okay, gene expression. So you have to remember. Then the next word, what is the gene regulation? So the gene regulation, okay, gene regulation. What is the gene regulation? The gene regulation means they synthesize protein, okay, synthesize protein, they regulate the various biochemical reaction in the cell or in the body of that organism. It is called as gene regulation. And you know that what is the result of that gene regulation means that organism, they show that type of the phenotypic expressions. Okay, and each and every organism, they shows its own phenotypic expression. So because of that, we observed the diversification, or we observed the biodiversity, okay, among the living being. So this is the thing. Then question arises, uh, just we have mentioned here the gene expression means the protein synthesis, means that gene that take part in protein synthesis. You know that, student, in case of eukaryote, how the gene expression it is seen. The gene expression, it is seen at the various levels. Okay, so what are those levels? You are aware with that all levels we have seen in protein synthesis. The first level, it is transcriptional level. Okay, transcriptional level, and in that transcriptional level, what is synthesized? There will be a synthesis of the primary transcript, means we call to that it is the heterogeneous nuclear RNA. Okay, so this is the first step of the gene expression. Then the second step, or the level of gene expression, it is the processing of the primary transcript. Okay, and it is takes place at the splicing level. Okay, means the splicing of the intron sequence, that sequence, it is not take part in polypeptide synthesis. So we have seen that. Then the third level of the gene expression, it is the transport of mRNA in the cell cytosol. This is the third level of gene expression. And what is the fourth level of the gene expression? That is the translation process. It is takes place inside the cell cytosol, and at the end of the translation process, what we have? We have the protein molecule. So all those things, it is seen in case of eukaryote, means the gene expression. It is seen in eukaryote through the four levels. Okay, through the four levels. But as per your syllabus, I want to give you the one example. Suppose you know that the bacteria, they are sensitive about its surrounding environment, or with respect to that, the surrounding environment. So what happened? The one thing is given. Suppose this bacteria, okay, bacteria, it is placed in a one nutrient medium. Okay, so suppose this is the nutrient medium as usual. This is the nutrient medium, and in that nutrient medium, the bacteria, they are placed. Okay, bacteria, they are placed. Then what happens, student, when we add the lactose in the nutrient medium? Okay, lactose in the nutrient medium, what happen? The bacteria, they give response with respect to that added the lactose in the nutrient medium. Okay, so because of that, what happened? That bacteria, they immediately synthesize the enzyme, okay, enzyme beta galactosidase. Okay, they immediately synthesize the enzyme beta galactosidase, because this beta galactosidase enzyme, it is utilized for the metabolism of this lactose, which are present inside the nutrient medium. So such a type of the response, it is seen in the bacteria, and that type of the response, it is because of the impact of the outermost environmental condition. So such a type of the gene expression, it is due to the presence of the external environmental factor. Okay, external environmental factor, or due to change in the external physiological condition, that bacteria, they give response in the sense they immediately synthesize the beta galactosidase enzyme. So this beta galactosidase enzyme, you know that beta galactosidase enzyme, it is utilized for the hydrolysis of this lactose, and that lactose, it is converted into the monomer, that means the glucose and galactose, and then that monomer, it is utilized for its own metabolic process. So for that, the bacteria, they synthesize immediately the beta galactosidase enzyme. So such a type of gene expression, who regulate this such type of gene expression? The environment, they regulate this such type of gene expression. Means what is present in the outermost environment? Okay, what is present in the outermost environment? That thing they induce the gene expression in the bacteria. So what happens, student, here? This enzyme, it is synthesized by that bacteria. This enzyme, it is called as a inducible enzyme. This enzyme, it is called as inducible enzyme. So why these are called as a inducible enzyme? Because this enzyme, it is synthesized in response to the inducer. So what is that inducer? The inducer means the added lactose, it acts as an inducer in the outermost environment of bacteria, and that inducer, they induce the synthesis of enzyme inside the bacterial cell. So because of that, whatever the enzyme, it is synthesized in the presence of inducer in the outermost medium, that enzyme, it is called as an inducible enzyme. So then these enzymes are synthesized, but what happened just before that? In the presence of that, the inducer, the gene responsible for synthesis of enzyme, that gene, they get switch on. Okay, so that gene, they receive signal to switch on that type of the signal, it is called as the induction. Okay, that type of signal, it is called as the induction. So, these sets of genes switch on in presence of inducer in the outermost nutrient medium. It is called as the induction. So remember, the who provide the induction, the inducer provide the induction. Then question arises, what is the inducer? What is the inducer? The inducer means this is the small molecule, okay, and which acts as inducer, the lactose, it acts as a small molecule. They are responsible for induction, means the molecule which is responsible for induction, it is called as the inducer. Okay, it is called as the inducer. So student, you remember these terms. These terms will be asked in your MCQs. What is the inducible enzyme? Okay, then what is it mean by the induction? Induction means in the presence of inducer, that gene they get switch on. And what is the inducer? The inducer means the smallest molecule. They provide the induction. Okay, they provide the induction. So you remember these three terms: inducible enzyme, induction, and inducer. Okay, then student, in case of the prokaryote, what happened or what is seen with respect to this gene expression and gene regulation, that part now we will see that. Remember, in case of the eukaryote, the mRNA is there. That mRNA, it is monocytonic, and they follow the gene expression through the 4 level. But in case of prokaryote, the mRNA, it is a polycystonic. Okay, and that polycystonic mRNA, it is produced from the structural gene, and that structural gene, they are having the more than one cistron. Okay, more than one cistron. That structural gene, it is a polycystonic. So how the gene sequence or the structure of gene present in case of the prokaryote, that part we are going to study now with the help of the operon. So now we will see the structure of operon or characteristic feature of the operon now. Okay. So let's see student, what is the structure of operon, or what is the operon concept? Okay. Operon concept, or we have to say what is the structure of operon. Okay, what is the structure of operon? So what is it mean by the operon? Operon means it is no doubt student, this operon I want to make clear here. The operon where it is present, it is present, okay, it is present in case of the prokaryote, okay, prokaryote, and it is absent in case of the eukaryote. Okay, then what is meant by the operon? The operon means it is a group of gene having related function. Okay, means the gene which are present sequentially as such a group of gene having related function. Means suppose what is meant by the operon, this is the DNA segment, and on this DNA these are the genes. Suppose this is the first gene, this is the second gene, this is the third gene. So such a group of gene, okay, group of gene, they are having the related, okay, related function. Group of gene having related function. Such a group of gene means it is the operon. Okay, such a group of gene means it is the operon. So always remember this. This is a gene present over the DNA. Suppose this is a DNA segment, and these are the gene. Suppose this is the one gene, second gene, third gene. Such a group of gene, they are having the related function in metabolism. Such a group of gene, it is called as a operon. Such a operon, only it is present in case of the prokaryote and it is absent in case of eukaryote. So I want to give you the one example. In case of E. coli type of bacteria, they are having near about the 260 genes. So in case of, okay, in E. coli type of bacteria, they are having the 260 genes. Okay, they are having the 260 genes, and that 260 genes, they are grouped into these 75 different operons. Okay, it is grouped into these 75 different operons. Okay, 75 different operons. So what is that, the structure of operon and how they work? Okay, so let's see, student, I want to show you what is actual the structure of operon. See, suppose this is the template strand of DNA. Okay, so this is the DNA template. Okay, this is the DNA template strand. As usual, they are having, this is the 3' end and this is the 5' end. Okay. Then this operon, what type of the structure they have, or what type of the parts they have, we have to say. This towards this 3' end, okay, suppose we can show like this way. This is the DNA template strand, and then towards one side they show the presence of the regulatory gene. Okay, they show the presence of the regulatory gene, or that gene, it is also called a repressor gene. So this is the regulatory gene, or this is also called as the repressor gene. Okay, so this sequence, it is a regulatory gene sequence, or this is the repressor gene sequence. Okay, then it is followed by, okay, it is followed by the presence of the promoter gene sequence. So this is the after the some nucleotide in length, they are the promoter gene sequence. Okay, promoter gene sequence. Okay, then promoter gene sequence, it is followed by the presence of the operator gene sequence. Okay, this is the operator gene sequence. Then operator gene sequence, it is followed by this structural gene sequence. So this is the structural gene sequence. Structural gene sequence. Okay, this is the structural gene sequence, and in that structural gene we have mentioned, in case of the prokaryote, the structural gene, they are having the more than one cistron, so they are polycistronic. So they have to produce the polycistronic mRNA. That part you are aware with. Okay, so this structural gene, they are having the more than one cistron. So what are those cistrons? That gene sequence, it is called as a Z gene sequence. Then the next to that, this is the Y gene sequence, and this is the A gene sequence. Means ZYA. Okay, this sequence we can write this in capital letter. Okay, A gene sequence, Z, Y, and A gene sequence, and these are the group of gene. Okay, from this structural gene, it shows the 3 cistron units, and these 3 cistron units, these are called as a group of gene. Okay, so ZYA, these are the group of gene having related function. So it is called as a operon. Okay, and this operon, they are having these controlling units, that is operator gene sequence, then promoter gene sequence, and it is followed by the regulatory gene sequence. See, student, what is the function of these, all these, in case of this operon, or with respect to this operon concept? See, this regulatory gene, what they do there, they have to produce the repressor protein. Okay, repressor protein. This regulatory gene, it is also called as the repressor gene. So what they produce? They produce the repressor protein. Okay, repressor protein.